Hi, my name is Brittany Thomas, and I interviewed Amanda Zunk. Imagine not only leading adults, but leading 5-year-olds as well. Some individuals may go crazy, but not Amanda Zunk. What are the differences and similarities between leading these two groups, you may ponder? In the interview, I talked with Amanda about the mentors and leaders who helped her along the way to becoming a great leader, not only to adults, but to children as well. We spoke on the differences and similarities that arise when leading both. And lastly, what the traits that she instills on her employees and children to be not just good, but exceptional leaders. Amanda grew up in Oregon and lived there until 3 years ago when she moved to sunny Arizona. Amanda attended and graduated from Western Oregon University with a double major in art and education. She also graduated from Bella Institute with her cosmetology license. After graduating from WOU, Amanda taught in Oregon for 3 years at Rock Creek Middle School and Happy Valley Middle School in both art and Spanish. She then moved to Arizona where she decided to teach the younger generation as a kindergarten teacher, first at the Odyssey Preparatory Academy and currently at Littleton Elementary in Avondale. Not only is Amanda a kindergarten teacher, but she is a business owner as well. Amanda was named the Knott's Arizona's Best Hairstylist and Makeup Artist of 2016. Now that you know a little bit about Amanda and her background, we will see what mentors and leaders helped her along her journey into leadership. Finding good leaders and mentors to gain guidance and proper skills from is not always easy. However, Amanda said it was one of the biggest endeavors that she has ever experienced, as well as the easiest. She said her parents, who were some of her biggest supporters, were also amazing leaders. My parents always told me to follow my dreams and to express myself and to be true to myself. My mom especially told me to never lose sight of who I was or my creativity. Another mentor that Amanda had that helped her shape her into the leader that she is today was one of her teachers from Western Oregon University, who she said, "My professor told me to never conform to how teachers taught. I needed to teach in my own style, my own way, and to fit the needs of the children I would be teaching." These are both examples of what Hackman and Johnson refer to as authentic behavior. Authentic behavior is defined as authentic leaders who give priority to their values and needs rather than to conforming to the group. They resist group and organizational pressure to act in a way that is inconsistent with their principles. They don't need continual affirmation from others. By Amanda being true to herself and showing that she is not one to conform to the group or organization, she shows this style of leadership that some individuals never get to experience due to large corporations who have made their employees conform to what they view as proper. Now, with being authentic to oneself, it may be challenging depending on if you're dealing with adults or with energetic children. Amanda describes what it's like to use different approaches when it comes to leadership between adults and children. There are different strategies and ways that I have to take with not just my employees and children I teach, but with each individual person, is what Amanda said when I asked her about how she deals with the differences of leading adults in her beauty business and leading her children at school. Due to the unpredictability of Amanda's kindergartners, as well as some of her brides she does hair and makeup for, she uses a situational approach to leadership. The situational approach argues that the traits, skills, and behaviors necessary for effective leadership vary from situation to situation. This directly correlates with Amanda's statement that her strategies to leadership differ not just on the category of adults or children, but on the individual person. Amanda deals with social appraisal regularly in order to better understand and help her children when they are antsy, upset, excited, among other emotions. Social appraisal is the ability to recognize the feelings and behaviors of others in social situations and to respond effectively based on that knowledge. I asked Amanda what she does when children get overwhelmed, upset, or overly excited, and she stated that she has to identify what exact emotion the child is feeling in order to help them effectively. After she is able to identify how they are feeling, she uses different strategies to help them. If they are overwhelmed, she takes them out of the classroom and talks to them for a few moments to calm them down and to ease their nerves. If they are upset, she asks them what is wrong and does everything to fix the problem, such as talking about what is wrong. And lastly, if they are overly excited, she praises them for being excited about the situation, but talks to them to calm them down and bring them back to a normal and relaxed state. By being able to respond effectively to every child, Amanda displays great social appraisal skills. When it comes to her employees who work for her beauty company, she expresses a more relational approach in the sense that her focus is mostly on her relationship and concern for their well-being. Hackman and Johnson describe the relational approach as being focused on the links and relationships between leaders and followers. Amanda demonstrates complete leadership by expressing her gratitude frequently for her employees, not just through words, but through actions as well. Amanda said she shows her thankfulness and gratitude towards her employees by giving them bonuses, expressing her words, as well as taking them out on fun activities. She stated she recently took them to ride on Segways as a token of her appreciation for all the hard work they do to make her business successful. She builds trust in her employees, which grows her relationships, as well as her employees' relationships with each other. By being able to express her gratitude to her employees, she is displaying signs of leadership that is able to influence others to be used among them as well. Amanda is the perfect example of a servant leader. Robert Greenleaf coined the term in 1970 to describe a leadership model that puts the concerns of the follower first. Since Amanda's assistants and employees are followers of her, and she always puts their needs and concerns first, she is the definition of a servant leader. She also displays the 4 principles of being a servant leader: the concern for people, stewardship, equity and justice, as well as high moral character. When talking about her qualities, I brought up what traits she instills in her employees and children she teaches to make them better leaders. I will explain her response next. When I asked Amanda about what traits she tries to teach or instill on not only her employees but the children she teaches, she explained that she likes to teach them what is right and what is wrong. She wants them to know how to treat individuals. She also explained that she teaches them to be motivated to do well in whatever it is they choose to do in their lives. She explained to me that she tells them, "I will be your biggest cheerleader." This directly correlates with Amanda being an encourager. Hackman and Johnson describe this as someone who supports and praises contributions of others, communicates a sense of belonging and solidarity among group members, and accepts and appreciates divergent viewpoints. They also explain that individuals who demonstrate motivation have more of a power to lead than others. These are some of the traits she is instilling in her employees and children. From noticing firsthand, I would have to say that Amanda also encourages generosity and empowerment through her actions. She shows her students and employees that these traits are ones of a good leader. As the textbook states, many of the qualities of virtuous leaders described earlier, like generosity, hospitality, empathy, and compassion, reflect a focus on others rather than a focus on self. By instilling these values and traits in her followers, older or younger, she is showing them what it is like to be a leader by instilling these within her own self. Through Amanda's business and teaching, she has brought about leadership in many different forms than just one. Through leading her beauty team and receiving awards, to shaping the minds, personalities, and futures of young leaders, Amanda is a leader for the record books. She is a tremendous leader, not only through her motivation to do good, but to showing compassion for her employees and the children she teaches. Although some individuals may see leadership as leading adults, that is not always the case. Leading individuals and forming them not excellent leaders can start at any age, and Amanda is a fine example of this.